guys, welcome to Jackie with a Q. How's everybody doing? I want to welcome you to Free Game Friday. And Free Game Friday is when a subscriber asks me a question or wants to discuss a topic, and I give them all the knowledge, wit, and game that I have about the topic, okay? Before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload a video, okay? So today's topic on Free Game Friday is bitter baby mamas. Now, this is a situation, and it's a real one, right? I don't really make light of it, but we have to learn how to get over things, Have to learn how to get over things, right? And because you have a child with someone, that does not mean that you were meant to be with them forever. Shit happens, right? The problem becomes when you can't let go and become bitter, right? Now listen, I'm not judging anyone. This is just a topic that we're talking about today, right? Now, I have 3 kids, 3 different age groups, right? I got one in my 20s, one in my 30s, one in their 40s, right? So that means there are 3 different men. Don't judge me. That it is what it is. That's what happened, right? I was trying to make it work. Didn't work, right? The first one, I was in college. He went to the service. We was going to have that picket fence and live our life. That shit went awry so quick, goddammit, he couldn't even make it through boot camp, right? And he is the reason, because I was so young, that I didn't finish college, right? First of all, I went to college too young. I went to college at 17. I graduated high school at 17. Started school at 4 because I was so smart, right? But when I graduated, I was too immature to be on my own, right? And so at any rate, he was older than me, and so he was able to manipulate me, right? And I didn't really know how to get out of that situation. Now, I could have been a bitter baby mama, right? Now, at that time, when I had my older son, they weren't called baby mamas and baby daddies, just your child's father, right? I hate that term, by the way. Baby mama, hate it, right? Baby daddy, hate it. Well, anyway, I still maintain a close friendship with the family, right? I just couldn't deal with him. And this period of my life will definitely be in my book because it plays a big part in my life, and it plays a big part on the way that I am today, right? In regards to men. But, that didn't go well. 7, 8 years later, got with somebody else who was a friend, by the way. Didn't work, right? Had my daughter. 6, 7 years later, had my youngest son, right? Now, that person was, what do I call that? That was a secret. That person was a secret, right? We'll talk about that in my book too. But anyway, tried it 3 times. It didn't work, right? I was never bitter. I was never bitter because I just felt like I'm going to move on with my life and get better. See, the opposite of bitter is better, right? And that's what a lot of young ladies need to learn. If the shit don't work, move on. Move on. You carrying all that hatred and anger, that's heavy weight on you. That's weight on you, right? My motto was, I'm going to find him another daddy, which I did. There are men in my life right now that are my kids' life who are I want to call them, who are their pseudo-fathers, right? They still have close relationships with these people right now, right? So, matter of fact, they're closer than I am, right? So, I just said, I'm going to get him another daddy. Fuck, that daddy don't work, we go to the store and get you another daddy, right? So, the bitter baby mama syndrome has got to stop, ladies. First of all, only person that you're hurting is the child, right? Because this man don't want to be with you, then you make him jump through hoops and do all type of shit to see the child, right? Now, let me just tell you something, ladies, in case you didn't know. Men do not have a maternal instinct, and once it goes so far, they can say, fuck it, right? They don't have the same kind of emotions that we carry, right? So, you're not hurting him. Of course he wants to see his child, but if you don't let him, he's going to live his life. You're going to have a good goddamn time. You're going to be sitting there mad and angry and shit, right? So, it only hurts the child. And I was a product of I'm not even gonna say a broken home. She wasn't no home, right? I grew up in the foster care system, right? So I know the importance of family, right? And you know, that's very important. So for me, I never wanted to take my children away from their parent, from their father, or from the family. Now, when the nigga didn't act right, I just bypassed them. I'm gonna deal with your sisters, your cousins, everybody else. I know everybody, and in all three of my children, I am still all right with the families, right? Um, so I didn't, I didn't want to be. First of all, I had too much shit to do. I was having too much fun. Fuck them. You don't want to do right. I can't make you do right, because one thing you can't do is make somebody do something, right? You cannot make nobody grown do shit. They have to want to do that, right? And ladies, you need to understand, if that man don't want you, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do if he don't want you, right? And men will move on much quicker than women. Why? Because like I said, they don't have that emotional attachment to nothing like we do, right? So you holding on to something, I know women right now young women who've had a child by a man and it didn't work. Now, the man has moved on, which is what most dudes do. They just move on, right? And I learned that young. My first child's father, I was so happy when he moved on, so he would leave me alone, right? So once they move on, it's over with. Go hit home, right? Now, you have to be all right with it. And what I noticed is that a woman will have a whole relationship and still mad at this man. First of all, before you get into another relationship, you need to heal yourself from the last one, right? And young ladies are not doing that, right? See, holding on. That's why they so bitter. Quit holding on, because nobody's suffering but the baby. Children need their parents. They need their parents too, right? So you can have, okay, let's say there's no father. There's no father there. So you get somebody else and they play the father role. That's wonderful. But when there's a real father around, the child will benefit from that, right? The child will benefit from that. So, I don't understand what the bitterness is about, right? Let me tell you something. I watched my mother and other ladies older than me deal with all these baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? My brother had a lot of kids, and everybody vying for the attention of everybody. First of all, let me tell you something about me. I can't speak for nobody about me. When you break up with my son, if you're not a nice person, I'm not thinking about you no more. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, right? I'm not thinking about you no more. I'm going on with my life, right? Don't incorporate me into your life. Don't call me, don't do anything, because I don't want to be bothered. I got too much of my own shit that I got going on. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to live my life right now. I don't have time for that bullshit. I told my sons, both of them, I don't want to meet anybody else, not nobody else, right? Unless y'all get ready to go dun 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 dun, I don't want to meet them. Because what happens is young ladies get attached. I like them too, right? I like them, but they get attached, and then the minute he does something, you calling me. I can't control that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job anymore. He's grown, right? So I don't want to hear about what he did do, what he didn't do. I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to know him like that, right? So I'm not one of the mothers I don't meddle into my kids' business. If they bring it to me, I will suggest, give advice. Other than that, I don't want to be bothered. I really don't want to be bothered, because I got my own. I'm trying to figure me out. Shit, So that bitter baby mama shit got to stop, y'all. That man don't want you. Withholding the child ain't gonna make him want you no more. Let me tell you what you do. I'm gonna give you some game. I like to drop nuggets. Let me give you some game. This is for anyone, whether there's a baby involved or not. If you with a man and he decides he don't want you no more, you can do two things. You can better yourself. That's the number one thing. Better yourself. Work on you. Think about you. Do I need to lose weight? Do I need to get in shape? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? What can I do to better myself so I can be ready for the next man when he comes? Don't focus on him. Matter of fact, don't focus on no man, period. Just get you together for you. Just get you together for you, right? And he'll come. It may take him a long while, but he'll come, right? When you're young, men like a bus. another one coming, right? That was always my motto. That didn't work. Okay, move on, right? I'm not harboring on nothing, and that might be the reason why, I had never really been in love, right? Because I ain't holding on to that shit. It don't work. It don't work. I'm gonna move on, right? But being bitter about something and being angry, and what I don't understand is when women are angry and they got a whole spouse or a whole boyfriend, what that nigga doing? He's supposed to come take all that away. Why is you focusing on something else that you got no control over when you got your people right here? Focus on him. Focus on him. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know that you're still in love and you still want him. You holding on to the dream. Let it go, sis. Let it go. He don't want you. He don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted you, he wouldn't have left. Let it go. Let's let it go, right? Another one bite the dust, lesson learned, all that good shit, right? Let it go. You know what I mean? I know of a situation right now that's, trying to, it don't bother me because, I'm way past that. I'm way past the shenanigans, right? I'm not doing any drama with anybody, right? Now, if you can't bring it to me, right? Unless you just come and knock on my goddamn door, and then we got something right there, right? You can't bring it to me. I ain't paying you no attention. I don't give a damn what you do or what you say. As long as you don't come to my door and try to cause me bodily harm or my property or something, I don't care nothing about that, right? I've watched women dealing with these baby mamas that their sons and had babies by these girls, and they so goddamn crazy. You waste a lot of energy being mad at dude. That's wasted energy, right? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just go on with your life. Live the best life that you can. I don't care what goes on in your life, right? Your main focus should be the child. Like I said, I have 3 kids, 3 different generations, 3 different men. And right now, today, I am still very much all right with the family members, right? Probably the daddies too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I never was that girl. I was never that girl, that I'm focusing on this nigga and doing all that. I don't care, right? Because I'm too busy trying to live. It's a lot of shit to be done, right? I don't have time to be worried about why we ain't together, right? Because evidently it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So don't be the bitter baby mama. If he gone, he gone. If he with somebody, don't look at it. Don't watch it because it don't hurt your own feelings. Don't. My sister-in-law told me that long time ago. That term. Don't hurt your own feelings. Don't watch that shit. Don't pay enough attention to that. Don't stalk that nigga. Don't follow his social media. None of that. Cut all that shit so you don't even know what the hell going on. Right? Don't bother yourself with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Live your life to the best that you can. Right? You got a man? Have fun with it. You focusing on the wrong thing. Let me tell you something. When my kids were little, I wish somebody would have had came and said, I want to see my child. God damn it, I would have packed dirty clothes and all. You know what I'm saying? Mismatched shoes, all type of shit. You blocking your blessings when you do that, sis. You blocking your blessings. You know what I'm saying? You causing distinction. You making the energy negative, right? And then, like I said, the child is in the middle of that. All mothers should think of the betterment of their child. They have to sacrifice it. If that means sacrificing your feelings, that's what you're going to have to do because it's for the betterment of your child, right? Don't be harboring on to no shit, and then don't, me personally, see, social media wasn't out when I had kids, thank God it wasn't. But social media wasn't out. Social media it can really be a good thing, right? But it can be a bad thing if it's used the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's just wasted energy. It's just wasted energy being bitter about something that didn't work. It didn't work for a reason. It wasn't time. That wasn't your dude, right? Find the person for you. And if, I don't know how a man could be with a woman and she's so focused on another nigga. Like, what type of dude is you? You know what I'm saying? Did you allowing her to act all like that, right? I just believe in, if it don't work, move on. Take it as a lesson. Every relationship is a lesson or a blessing. Take it as that and move on, right? I don't have time for that. I never had time for that. My generation of women, I don't think, at least my friends didn't, we wasn't into that. We was too busy striving, trying to move up in life. The generation of women now are a little different, right? Like, they're a little different, for the most part. I'm not talking about everybody, so everybody don't jump down my throat, but I'm just saying, my generation of women, we was working, we had kids, we was working. I don't know nobody that was stalking niggas and being mad and bitter and angry. Hell, we wanted somebody to come get these damn kids, right? So I would have never in my life told any one of my children's fathers they couldn't get them and playing games with them. It's like a chess. You do this, I'm gonna do this. If you don't do this, I ain't gonna do that. That shit's silly. That shit's silly, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so much other shit to be doing in life and be worried about, right? Like I said, you blocking your blessings and the child's blessings. Because see, a man, eventually, if he's unable to see his child or unable to have a relationship with his child, he'll move on and make a whole other family. That's what niggas do. Make a whole other family, right? And then you'll be sitting over there looking even stupider because he tried and you didn't want it. You wanted to play chess with him and try to control. One thing you can't do, ladies, let me tell you this in case y'all didn't know, in case your mama didn't tell you. You cannot control a man. You cannot control a man. When you try to do those tactics, it puts a wedge. It pushes him further out, right? It pushes him further out. You can't control no man with no child. You can't do that. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And it's much easier if you play nice and just get along. Just play nice and get along. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to have a woman or two. She's probably going to look better than you if you ain't working on yourself, right? Very important to work on yourself. So when you see that nigga, you looking good in the motherfucker, he like, damn, he looking at you twice, right? That's the game. That's how you do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't worry somebody to death because they're not doing what you want them to do, how you want them to do it. Can't control nobody. You can only control yourself. That's why I say work on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in a relationship for 10 years, and I realized it ain't me, it's him. And once I got that in my head, I'm like, shit, fuck him. I'm just going to do me. And that's what I did, and I'm still doing, right? And guess what? He calls me all the time. That shit over with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Work on you. If shit don't go right in the relationship, it went wrong for a reason. It went wrong for a reason. Not saying you was wrong, not saying he was wrong. Sometimes people just don't gel. You know what I'm saying? They just don't gel. Or you evolve. Somebody grows, somebody don't grow. You know what I mean? So you can't, don't hold on to that bitterness, sis. Don't hold on to that bitterness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a waste of energy. You're going to look around 10 years later, you still, man, that nigga done had 4 kids, 2 marriages, building a house, you still over there mad. No, it takes too much energy. Takes too much energy, right? And don't let anyone have that much power over your life. Let me tell you something. Well, like I told you about this relationship, and I'm gonna tell y'all all about it in this book, right? I need to hurry up and finish it up, right? But at any rate, when he had hurt my feelings, and now mind you, I was the good girl. I'm a good girl, right? I'm that girl, right? And sometimes people just don't deserve you. Real simple. They just don't deserve you, right? And I went crying to my mom, and she looked at me and said, you done gave that nigga too much of your power. Now, at the time, I didn't understand that. Like, power, what? Once I stopped crying and got to thinking and thought about it, boom. She right? Don't give nobody that power over your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't give anybody that type of power over your life. Only person should have the power over your life like that is God. He's an entity. You don't give no mortal that type of power over your life. No, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you have children, you have to live for your child. It ain't about you no more. Your life is now this child's life. So you have to you're going to have to, let me just say this. You're going to have to bite the bullet on a lot of things when it comes to your child. A real mother, a good mother, she's going to sacrifice some shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do what you have to do. And if that means being nice so this child can see their father, that's what you have to do. You can't be mad because this nigga gone about his business with his girl or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, the best revenge is to take care of you. Be the best you can be. So maybe that nigga might look at you one day and say, damn, I should have let her go. Right? You have to, don't be bitter. That's such an ugly emotion. And you look so crazy. Let me tell you something, ladies. You look crazy. When the bitter baby mamas look crazy as shit. They do, because you mad for no reason. That nigga ain't studying you for one. He ain't studying you, right? And then, guys get, get power. It's like you're giving them power pellets, right? Every time you get mad, do some dumb shit, that just gives them more power, right? So, don't be the bitter baby mama. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of everything, right? It didn't work. It didn't work, sis. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got 3 kids, 3 different times in my life, 3 different men, right? Shit don't work sometimes, and a lot of times you just picked wrong in the first place. Shot wrong. Shot wrong in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, again, with that lusting and you cute, I'm cute, now we together, right? So, not saying that's what always happens, because that's not always what happens, I had every intention with everybody I was with that it was going to go somewhere, right? But it didn't, and I wasn't mad. And I'm still not mad. When I look back on it and see them niggas now, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. So, yeah, don't be the bitter baby mama. Be the best mama. Don't be the bitter baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a waste of energy, waste of time, waste of space. And whoever, a lot of ladies don't have anybody to groom them, right? You need, as a woman, especially when you're young, you need proper grooming. You need somebody to give you game. You need somebody to give you the do's and the don'ts of life, right? And a lot of times ladies don't have that. Young ladies don't have that. So they out here all willy-nilly bumping their head and doing all that dumb shit, right? Because nobody taught them better. You know what I'm saying? For me, like I said, I grew up, a little different. So I would always look for older ladies that could give me some mother wit, as they used to call it, some game, some knowledge, some common sense. You know what I'm saying? Just sit around somebody that's gonna teach you something, right? Because when you're out here on your own, you're just gonna do a whole bunch of dumb shit, right? Just gonna do a whole bunch of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And being a bitter baby mama gonna take years off your life. It is, because you're stressing and worrying and tripping. Your energy is not good. I'm all about the energy, right? Your energy is not good, sis. When you being bitter like that, you got to know you can't control nobody. You just can't control nobody. You can only be in control of you, okay? I want you to know that, right? If you got anything out this message, I hope you did, because I have friends of all ages, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I like everybody. I laugh and giggle with everybody. People that know me know this, right? So I'm not talking down on anyone, right? Just stating the facts. You know what I'm saying? And hoping that I can help somebody. Go on with your life. You know what I mean? Go on with your life, because you can't make nobody do nothing. Raise your child the best that you can. Enjoy life the best that you can, and try to be. I tried this, especially with my oldest son, because it was the first child. I tried my best to compromise and just do things in a nice, good way, right? It just wouldn't work, because nigga was batshit crazy. It just wouldn't work, right? Now, my family knew he was crazy. I didn't know he was crazy, right? And so it didn't work. So, I had to dissolve that whole situation. We ain't even gonna fool with him no more, because he's just too crazy, right? But, try to co-parent. I like, that's a term that they're using now, co-parenting, right? Good term, good word. If you can do it, that's good. If you can do that, because that should be the goal. Y'all ain't together, okay, y'all ain't together, but you still should be friends. Like, my daughter's 5, and we're friends. You know what I'm saying? Because he was my friend before. I knew him all my life, damn near, right? I was 11 or 12 or something. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby by I was 25 or 6 or 7, however old I was. But, we cool. You know what I mean? We cool. So that's what you should be, friends. Strive to be friends. After you get all through the hurt and pain, try to be friends. If you can't be friends, don't be nothing. Just don't be the bitter baby mama, okay? All right, y'all. So, I don't want to go into I had a whole bunch of different stuff to say, but I don't want to offend anyone. And I would rather put this down on paper and let you read it. Because a lot of times when you read stuff, you can absorb it better. You know what I mean? Don't forget, guys, Black Lives Matter. We still on that, right? You know, there's a couple of sites, like I told you, that I frequent. Push Black. What's that one? Gossip of the City _. Black Excellence. You know, you can go on there and see what's going on. Donate, get information, watch videos. The videos are outrageous, right? But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Jackie with a Q. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, this is Freestyle Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. You know, be safe. Hold on, guys. I dropped something. But everybody be safe. You know, wear your mask, wear your gloves. You know, let me tell y'all something. This is off subject, but I have to say this because this is going on in the world. I see people on social media talking about fuck the mask and all that, right? That is the dumbest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? People dying all around. Every day somebody calling me, they got it. So-and-so got it. This person got it. Somebody sick. Somebody not. You know, why wouldn't you wear a mask? What would be the point of not wearing a mask? You know, fuck you. You don't want to. You want to die. Okay, cool. We got that, right? But what about the people that's around you? What about the people that love you? That's being selfish. You know what I'm saying? So wear your mask, guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't wear a mask, stay the fucking house, right? Okay. So anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in again. This is Freestyle Friday. Make sure you drop down in the comments. Tell me what you want me to talk about next Friday. Everybody stay safe. And Black Lives Matter. Bye-bye.